Here are the 5 lessons I've learned this year working as a cybersecurity analyst, specifically in the security operations domain, working night shift. Number one, time management. Extremely important to manage your time. I've learned that the hard way this year. Starting off the year, I did struggle a little bit managing my time. Um, Only reason being, like I was getting used to the tools and the environment. The work schedule. A lot of stuff was kind of coming at me, 250 miles per hour, but I just was really, I really struggled with time management, and I'll break down time management in 2 ways. Time management, just like managing my personal life and work, my work life balance, kind of, so to speak. Just trying to figure out how to like go to things, like have time to do things in my personal life as well as work. Just trying to make that work. That was kind of difficult when I first started, and now I definitely have a hang on it. Like I kind of know how to like predict certain things that are going to happen at work, and kind of like know when some stuff will happen and how to react and how to respond in certain ways. So that's really helped. Time and experience has really helped in that realm. And the second thing I would say in terms of time management is kind of like just on the shift. I would say like I kind of at first I really struggled with like prioritizing my work day, because like I would honestly I'd just get off track like a lot, especially when I do threat hunts. I really like threat hunting, and every time I go on a threat hunt, like I get really sidetracked. I spent like 2 3 hours, investigating this IOC, from like Hacker News or something, and I've kind of really learned not to really manage my time well on that realm, and even with investigations, really just making sure I'm quick, especially if it's something serious. You want to be as quick as possible. If you need to contain the host, if you need to perform any further actions that's needed to slow down the threat, you need to be quick and you need to work efficiently. So you can't be working 5 tickets while there's a critical, I mean, just kind of like making sure you're getting your ducks in a row. I didn't do that quite well when I first started this year, but now I've really got the hang of it, which is freaking awesome. Now I feel like it's smooth. I feel like I've gotten a hold on that, so which is always a win-win. The second thing I'll say is documentation. It's very important to have proof of work, proof of what you're doing. It's good because you want to be able to tell somebody else who's going to look at your work or evaluate, or just kind of follow up and like be like, hey, what was Kevin doing? Like, I need to know. And it's good to have that evidence. It's good to have something that's understandable, that's legible, that's professional. That's a really good key, and I can make a whole video on that. But like professionalism in the work environment, especially as a SOC analyst, is a very underrated skill. And starting off the year, luckily for my old job, I kind of like got used to that because I used to work in IT, and the smooth transition with professionalism was not as difficult. But I had to translate, kind of flip my brain, because now I'm working as a SOC analyst, not an IT um, specialist. So I would say documentation is key because you want to be able to relay important information to your colleagues. I found that has been key. There have been moments I've had where I'm like, wow, I'm really grateful I actually really communicate that information in an orderly manner so my colleague can really understand what was going on. And there's moments where I first started, I didn't really do that because I didn't quite understand certain things. But I didn't document as I should. And later on, I kind of saw that, and it was brought to my attention that I need to work on that. So I definitely just worked on that, as well. And it's very important. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, it doesn't matter what company you work for, it doesn't matter what you just need to document. You need to tell somebody or show evidence of the work you've done. Number three, communication. I feel like this kind of goes with documentation, is being able to communicate what you're working on, being able to relay information to others, like I mentioned. um, Extremely important. being able to talk, to type things up, to be able to write reports in a legible manner, coerced manner that's like easy to understand. Very useful skill. The fourth thing I'll say is I think this is probably one of the most important ones is just taking your job seriously. Um, I think when I first started this year, I wasn't as laser focused as I should. There's some things that I wish I hadn't had done. I can go in detail. I don't want to go. I can't go into much detail on that um, for confidentiality reasons. But there's certain moments I look back and I'm just like I just wish I had done this better. And I do firmly believe now that everything you do in a corporate environment, a professional environment, needs to be taken as the utmost importance, right? You need to do everything to the best of your ability, right? And it's a very good thing, and it's doing good work. I feel like um that's so underrated. And for those of you out there looking for a job, I would say like, if you get a job and you start working first 90 days, first year, first whatever, just take your job super serious. Love what you do, enjoy it, have a smile. Like, man, I tell you what, some nights I'm just like sitting here looking at investigations. I'm just smiling because I love what I do. I just get sucked in and time goes by and it's like, wow, this is awesome. But yeah, I would just say take your job seriously because it's good. It's a good thing. It's a good feeling to, you know, um, have a job because it's this economy is kind of hard. I'm recording this video now. It's December 2025, and this past year the job market hasn't been favorable to some people. Some people have been able to land jobs. Majority of people haven't, and it's been really rough. And just the fact that I can look back and say like I've been blessed with a job in the field that I love and I went to college for. I ought to do my very best. I ought to go in every shift, and just bust my tail, work hard, do my very best. So I would say like yeah, just with that point, it's just like work ethic. Love what you do, enjoy it, work hard, and do your best. The fifth thing I would say is sleep. I think start of this year I just kind of didn't really um get on a good footing with my sleep. It took me a while to kind of like fully adjust, to kind of like get my sleep routine straightened out. But now like it's just like smooth sailing for me. Like I just can literally get off shift and just jump right in bed, shower, jump right in bed, and I'm all good. I can even run some errands and then go to bed. But yeah, sleep is very important. Another thing I'm gonna tie to sleep is nutrition. Is like eating healthy foods. I'm not really a coffee person, even though I work nights. A lot of people tell me like, "Hey man, hey Kevin, you should drink coffee." Hey, I'm just like, I don't really like coffee. I mean, the taste is okay. I'm not really a big fan, but like I've tried drinking it sometimes, and I just I just don't like it. And also like I could be wrong, but like I've based on what I've read in certain places, and people just don't recommend drinking coffee. Work especially if you're working nights. Um, it's not a good thing for you. But to each its own. Some people it works. Some people are okay with it. Some people their bodies are fine with it. But I just know my body. I just know myself. It just can't work with me. So yeah, I just diet is a very good thing. It's a very important thing, and with that is sleep. Getting enough hours. I've tried to get a consistent amount of hours um, after every shift, or sometimes before I go into a shift, and so that's really helped. It's really given me a lot of energy, and I really try to stay hydrated throughout the night. Drink a lot of water, drink some electrolytes as well, and just have some healthy foods as well, some fruits and whatnot, and it's been really helpful. So those are my 5 lessons I've learned this year. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it gave you some insight, and just to grow in your personal career and development. And please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would love to know. Peace.